Hi, just in case you're seeing me for the first time, my name is Ikai Nnamdi Precious, and just in case you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. So in today's video, I'm going to show you guys how you can create your own YouTube custom banner. But before I start, I do want to give a clear understanding of what YouTube banner simply means, because I think a lot of people misunderstand this and misinterpret this and take this for granted, to be honest with you. So let me just give you a clear understanding of what YouTube banner simply means. YouTube banner is more like your free online digital billboard. I repeat, YouTube banner is more like your free online digital billboard. Why I say the digital billboard is because anyone across the world can have access to this billboard with or without your permission, as long as they have a mobile phone or they have a desktop on them. So once they can search your name on their desktop or their mobile phone, believe me, they can see that your online digital billboard on YouTube. So whenever I see people taking their own YouTube banner for granted, I always feel like they don't know what they are doing, to be honest with you, because if you know what you're doing, then you know that your YouTube banner is more like your digital billboard, your free digital billboard. I don't know if you've seen any billboard or if you know what billboard is, but billboard are more like digital advert placement, where they place advert, right? And these adverts they are placing on those billboards are so expensive. So YouTube is giving you this billboard just for free. And billboards are always set in a strategic place where a lot of traffic occurs. And I don't know if you've been to Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport. You find out before entering the airport, you find out there is a billboard in front of the airport, more like the entrance of the airport, where you have the check-in points, where you have the army check-in points. There's a billboard, a digital billboard that is strategically placed on that place. That billboard is not placed there because the place is cute or something. The billboard is placed there because of the level of traffic that place usually have, right? So it's just more like anyone going into the airport, as long as they are in that traffic, they must look into that billboard and know what the billboard is displaying. So let me also give an example. If you've been to Lekki, I don't know, Lekki toll gate, how you guys call it, you'll find out that in Lekki, before you enter the island, there's always a billboard strategically placed on that place, on that Lekki toll gate. It's not placed there because of the place is cute or because of the place is Lekki or something. It's placed there because of the levels of traffic that occur there. And placing billboards and placing your advert on those billboards can be cost millions of naira. You're talking about 12 millions of naira or 7 millions of naira. They are not cheap. So YouTube giving you that opportunity to place that banner on your channel actually knows what they are doing, and that's because of the levels of traffic YouTube actually gets. Again, I always tell people that Google is more like the biggest search engine on earth, followed by YouTube. To be honest with you, YouTube is more like the practical aspect of what you can find on Google, to be honest with you. I always tell people that Google is more like the theory aspect of it, but if you're looking for the practical aspect of something, then go to YouTube. So YouTube is more like the second search engine on earth. It drags a lot of traffic. So believe me when I say you're missing on that free traffic that your channel can be having. Okay, so take your channel, your YouTube banner very serious, because a lot of people come to YouTube each day searching for things. So always know that if your YouTube channel doesn't have a good banner, bro, just go and recreate that YouTube banner and start putting a very good YouTube banner on that YouTube channel. Okay, so something else I also want you to know is that your YouTube banner is the first thing that people always see on your channel once they come to your channel. Once someone should click to your channel, the first thing that welcomes them is your YouTube banner. So always have that in mind. So you want to make sure that the banner is so catchy that will make them to even subscribe to the channel. Okay, so in terms of creating YouTube banners, there are different softwares you can use in creating your YouTube banner. The first software is you can use your InShot to create your YouTube banner. Yes, you can use InShot, you can use Snapseed, You can use Canva, which is what I use in creating my YouTube banner. Amazing. You can use Place It. Place It is also more like Canva, and you can also use Photoshop depending on your level of expertise, and you can also use Snapper. Snapper is also more like Canva, and Place It is also more like Canva. In terms of creating my YouTube banner, sometimes if something I'm looking for is not on Canva, I check on Snapper. If something I'm looking for is not on Snapper, I check on Place It. I just use those three to create something out of it. But for the purpose of this content, I'm going to be using Canva, which is like the best editing software in terms of creating graphics, templates, and all that. They are just the best. I have Canva on my mobile phone. I also have it on my desktop. It works on mobile phone and it also works for desktop. So the next thing I also want you to take note of is the three principles that every commercial company follow whenever they are creating a television commercial, or whenever they are creating a social media commercial, or even whenever they are creating a billboard or a digital banner. This is the principle they follow. They follow the principles of attractive, professional, and straight to the point. This is the three principles they always follow in terms of creating advertisement, in terms of creating television ad, banner, digital banner, or billboard. These are just the three key points the advertising companies always look out for in terms of creating their billboard or their television commercials. And these three principles, I actually implement those three principles in terms of creating my own YouTube banner. So let's head over to Canva now, and I'm going to show you guys how I created my own YouTube custom banner. Okay, so now we're on Canva. Again, just in case you want to use this exact link of Canva I'm currently using, I'm going to leave the link in my description box below so that you can have access to the free aspects of packages I use in my Canva. So link to my Canva is in my description box below. Be sure to check it out, and you're going to still have this same assets I'm using in my Canva in your own mobile phone or desktop. So let's go over to Canva. So in terms of Canva, the first thing we are going to be typing on is we are going to be typing for YouTube banner, because that's what we're trying to create. But first of all, let me just show you guys my own YouTube banner, because it was here I created my YouTube banner. Again, in terms of Canva, this is where I create my YouTube thumbnails, most of my graphics effects. This is where I create them. They are just amazing in terms of creating. So since we are trying to create YouTube banner, we are going to come over to the search bar here and type YouTube banner, and yeah, YouTube banner is out. So we are going to click on the one that has the YouTube logo on it. Don't worry, I'm going to be very detailed in this creation of YouTube banner so that you guys get a clear understanding of what we're trying to do, because I know some of you guys are beginner on Canva or something. So once you type on that, you come over to create a blank YouTube banner space. So we're going to click on that, and now it's going to show us the exact format of what YouTube banner and what YouTube picture banner simply looks like. This is the exact picture of what YouTube banner simply means. Okay, this is what it looks like. This is how the banner for YouTube always look like. So just for reference purpose, let me show you guys what my YouTube banner simply looks like, and this is what my YouTube banner simply looks like. So in terms of creating YouTube banner, something else I want you to take note of is to make sure that you're making use of the guide. These lines you're currently seeing right here are the lines of what you're creating of your YouTube banner, right? These are like the guides of your YouTube logo. Now the guides from this line here to this line here is for the line of mobile phone, while for the line of from here to here is for the desktop version. So if you're watching my video on a desktop, that's your computer, you're going to be seeing this aspect of this banner in your desktop. But if you're watching my YouTube videos just on your mobile phone alone, you're going to be seeing my YouTube banner just from this picture to this picture. That's the aspect of my YouTube banner you're going to be seeing. But if you're using a system to watch my YouTube videos, then you're going to be seeing this full YouTube banner. Again, that's why we have these guidelines to actually, whatever you're creating, you know that inside this line to this line is actually for mobile phone. Then outside this line to this line is for desktop version. Okay, that's why this guideline is there. So in terms of bringing this guideline, let's go back to the banner we are trying to create. So how to put guidelines to your YouTube banner? First of all, you right click, then go to guides. Now we are going to add horizontal guides, which is this guide. So once we've added horizontal guide, so be taking note of this number showing here. These are where you should be seeing your number. So the number we are going to be moving this first horizontal line to is 490. So let's go down to 490. 490. Yes, this 490. Then after we've created this first guideline, we right click again to create another horizontal guide. Now for the second horizontal guide, we're going to be taking it to 920. So we're going to be going to 920 for the second horizontal line guide. 920 somewhere around here. I don't know. 920. Okay, 920 is hard for me to get, but we're going to leave this at 921. So we've created this guideline. Now this is where my YouTube, the space where my information will be. Now let's create another guideline. You right click, go to guide, and go to add vertical guide now. So in terms of vertical guide, the first vertical guide, we're moving it to the side, and we're moving it to the number up of 2208. So we are going to 2208. 2208. Yes, 2208. That's for the guide of the vertical guide. So let's add another vertical guide. Right click, go to guide, add vertical guide again. So for the second vertical guide, we are going to be keeping it at 2053. So we are going to be going to 2053. No, 2053. Yes, 2053. That's for the second vertical guide. Now for the third vertical guide, you also right click, go to guide, add vertical guide. For the third vertical guide, we are going to be taking the guide number to 297. Yes, that's for the third vertical guide. So for the fourth vertical guide, we are going to be 41. Okay, let's keep it at 540. 541 is hard for me to find, so let's just keep the ruler at 541. So once you are done placing your guideline, the next thing I will advise you to do is to also right click, go to guide, and go to lock guides. So once you click on this lock guide, now you can't shift any line again. It's now automatically, like, you can't make any mistake to shift any line, because if you should shift any line, whatever you shift will affect people that use mobile phone and will also affect people that use desktop. Okay, so the next thing we are going to be doing now is to add our text. So we are going to be adding text. So over here, you go to text, enter text heading. So for my text, I use this text here, this one that says White Christmas. So I'm going to click on this and it appears. So I'm going to be changing the text font. So let me just take out this. I don't need this. Click on it and delete. Click, delete. So let's take this out. We are going to be typing my name, Ikanyi. The I is in capital letter, so Ikanyi. Then we're going to be using my P in capital letter as well, Precious, or UX. So now we're going to move this to the exact place we want it. And I'm going to be reducing this as well. Okay, so the next thing on my banner is YouTube logo and new video every week. So we're going to be coming down here to also the same thing you did. Go to here, click on text, add text, and then delete this, and then you just add new video every week. New video every Saturday. We're still going to write that. So we are going to reduce the shape of this. So the first thing I want to do is to change the font size of this. and I'm going to be going to here it says Canva and click on this to see different font size. So the font size I usually use is this one, so I'm going to click on this, and you can see the every has changed to a more appealing look. So now I'm going to reduce the size of this a little bit and then move it over here, right? And then that is it. So next thing we are going to be doing is to go over to element and search for YouTube logo. YouTube, we are going to search for YouTube logo. Click on it and you're going to see tons of YouTube logos, but we're going to be going to graphics because that's what we're looking for. So in terms of graphics, we're going to use this one, so it's going to appear big. So the next thing we're going to do is to reduce this to the size we want it. Now bring this over here. So this is new video every week. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is to add line. So I'm just going to search for line. So you can use graphics, go to graphics, so you can use whatever line you're using. Again, all these ones that has like a crown is like the pro version. You can't use those ones. Again, I'm using the free version of this. I think this is still okay, so I'm going to be using this. So I'm still going to reduce this to a smaller size and then bring this over here. I think it's okay. Let me make the line maybe white or something. So click on it, go over here, click on color, and then we're going to change that to white. I think white looks more okay on it. So white is now showing. It's to type in Saturday. So we're going to click here, go back to text and bring a heading, and then we're going to type Saturday. And we're going to type Saturday. So again, I'm still going to use the fonts I always use from all my stuff to change it to this, and it's looking like this now. So we're going to also reduce this size of Saturday and then stretch it out a little bit. This Saturday, my Saturday over here is in white, so we're going to click here, change it to white. Now let me spread the Saturday because my Saturday is on spread. So I'm just going to spread my Saturday. Click on this and go to line and then spread. I think it's okay. Then we're going to bring this down now to here. And you can see this is looking okay. So the next thing we're going to be doing is to write what your channel is all about. Like I said, we're always trying to make sure we're keeping things straight to the point. So I'm into video editing, filmmaking, online branding, video production, YouTube growth. So I'm just going to steal the same implementation of the same thing of what I did in terms of writing text. So it's still the same thing you're going to do. You click here, the text come out, you type in whatever your brand is for. If your brand, you are into cooking, baking, making snacks, you write baking, cooking, bringing new food idea. That's if you're into cooking or baking or something, if you're a chef. But for me, I'm into video editing, so I'm not still going to be bothering you guys in terms of writing this whole text again. So just do the same thing you do in terms of writing that same text. I'm just going to copy the text over here, copy, and then bring the text down here and say paste, because it's still the same thing in terms of your texting. The same thing, how I wrote this same text is still the same thing you're going to do in terms of writing this text. Again, this same star that I put here in the middle, once you just go to element, you type for star, right? Look at star over here. This is something I searched before. So once you click on star, then you go to graphics. You can use any star options you want for yourself, but me, I just used any one. So any element you're looking for that you want to put in between the things you're doing, the same theories go to it. So let me just show you guys how I put this white bar behind this my video editing, filmmaking, and online branding. So you go over to this same search bar, under element, go to square, type square. Now square is already here because I searched for square before when I was making this. So you click on square. So I'm going to be using this square shape. Square. Once you drag and drop it, we're going to change the color because we want this to be on white. Click on this blue icon here, change this to white. Now you want to stretch this out stretch this out as well, because we're trying to follow this line of what we are doing here, right? I think this is okay, so I'm going to bring this down to this, and you can see you just have to be very patient with all these things, because you need to make them look apart, very clean and very detailed. So the same thing, so I'm into video editing, filmmaking, online branding, and video production, YouTube growth. So I'm still going to copy the same thing, because there's no need of me still showing you guys text and all those stuff. So it's still the same theories of how you bring this text to life. Now we're going to be moving this down. Now, since we can see now that this is covering the text, now once this thing is covering the text, what you're going to do is to go to position. Your position is over here. Click on position, and then once you click on position, you're going to see all these layers over here. Then click on putting this square now at the back of your text. So we're going to click back, and you see it just appeared. Now the square shape is at the back and your text is at the front. If you want it to come back at the front, click forward, it's going to come at the front. If you want it to go back at the back, click backwards, and it's going to go to the back. So now I'm going to be reducing this a little bit, because I feel it is too close, right? Because I feel this is too close, so I'm going to just take this back here, and now you can see, but it's too close. I want this to be on their own, so I'm going to be reducing. I feel like the line for this is too much, so I'm going to be taking this line up a bit, and this is perfect now, right? And then reduce this line a bit, go back here. Now I want to reduce this line a bit, so somewhere here is okay and somewhere here is okay, and then bring this down. And now we have this. I'm into video editing. I think this is not on the middle, so I'm going to be moving this to the middle, somewhere around here, and then move this text as well, and then move this square, then move this square to this place, and it's looking good now. So the next thing we're going to be doing is to add my social links, my Facebook, my YouTube, Instagram, Thread, and Twitter. So the same thing, you go back to element, social media app. So let's say we're searching for Facebook. So you click on Facebook and go to graphics. You're going to see Facebook logos. You're going to see Facebook graphics. So this is the one I use. Just click on this, then reduce this to whatever size you want it at, and then drag and drop it. So we're still going to reduce this because I think it's still a bit big. Let's still reduce this a little bit. Yes, I think this is okay now. This is my Facebook. The same thing with the YouTube we have here. Since we have YouTube, let me just copy this, copy and paste. The same thing, Instagram, copy and paste. Come down here and then we'll paste it. Thread, copy. Just you search the same thing. I don't need to be showing you guys everything. Just come to element, type for thread, and you're going to go to graphics. Choose the graphics that is free. All these ones that has the icons of king, all those ones are until you pay to Canva. That's when you're going to get the free version of them. So come here, I copy, and come here and paste. The same thing, go to Twitter, copy, come down here and we paste, right? So the next thing is to write my social name. in all my social media app, my name is Ika Nnamdi Precious. It makes it a lot easier to identify you. So the same thing with the text we've been doing. I'll go back to text here. You can see we've achieved this, right? So the next thing we're going to be doing is adding pictures. In terms of adding pictures, something I want you to take note of is when you're adding pictures to your YouTube channel, make sure that pictures are always professional. So for me, in terms of adding my pictures, something I was so cautious of doing was that I wanted a picture that has me looking so professional, because I want anybody that will come to my YouTube channel to let the picture be the first thing they see, a smiling face, and then this one that is here is more like the business aspect of me. So in terms of exporting your picture into your Canva app, you go over to here, it says upload. Click on upload. Once you click on upload, then you're going to see your pictures. These are my pictures I use in the pictures I use in the banner. So this was the one I used, this was the one I used. So I'm just going to click on this and it will appear. So now we want to move this picture to wherever place we want it, right? So I'm just going to move this picture to this place, which is where I want it, but I'm still going to be increasing this picture a little bit because I feel like it's not showing me very well. I'm still going to increase this, reduce this. I think this is where I was looking in the picture, right? So I think somewhere here is looking decent, right? This was what I was looking like in the picture. And then I'm going to go back here and drag the picture aspect of me I was using to make this. I think this was the one I used. So yes, I'm going to move this picture over here, right? Again, remember these pictures, I removed their background. So in terms of removing your picture background, a simple way you can do this is just go to, remove background.bg. Then we'll click on that. Now just click on the first link. Then they are going to tell you to sign in to their platform. Once you just log in, they are going to tell you to sign up to their website. Once you just sign up, it's just simple. Upload your picture here and then click on any picture you want to remove the background, and it's going to do that automatically. So now we are going to go to over here and then frame this picture, right? We're trying to frame this. I'm still going to increase this a little bit so that it gets into the frame, right? Remember, whatever comes out here is not going to be proper, so this is perfect. So I'm just going to reduce this. So now you can see my picture frame is looking a lot more perfect, right? So this is whoever is using mobile phone to watch my YouTube video, or whoever use mobile phone to click on my YouTube video, this is the only thing they are going to be seeing. Like, this is the only place they are going to be seeing. Because of this line here, we have been able to put these pictures in that frame, right? So whoever will be using a mobile phone to watch my YouTube channel or to click on my YouTube page will just have access to see only these things, but whoever is using a desktop version will have the access to see whatever I'm going to be putting here right now. Now for the way I achieved this picture is still the same thing. I took a picture of me here in my room, then I removed the background just the same way I removed this background. So after removing the background, the next thing I do was that I typed on Element and typed on picture frame. So I'm going to be using this circle picture frame. So once you put the circle picture frame, you shape it to the shape you want, and then reduce this to this size because we're trying to still go for something like this. Reduce this. Now go to your upload where you have that picture, and then just click on it. The picture is going to be in that frame, right? So now for the way I put the white glowy effect on it, I'm going to come here as well, search for cycle, right? Go to element, search for cycle, just remove this and search for cycle, right? Once you search for cycle, then go to graphics and then this was the effect I used for this. So I'm going to click on this, and then this effect is on black. I'm going to change this to white, and then click on white. Now move this to this place. Right now you can see that effect is now showing. Right, so I also use like a yellow effect here, but it's still the same process. Go to your elements, search for a yellow effect. Let's go to cycle, click cycle, and look for a yellow effect I use, graphics, and then you can check for any yellow effect you want. So let me just use this one, this gold effect here, and then reduce this to the size I want it, and then push this here. Okay, it's too small, so I'm still going to increase this a little bit. Now you can see the effect is now showing better. So now you can see it's rhyming. So the same thing I did here, I copied my name. The same way you are going to type in your name. Go to text, type in your name. So I'm just going to copy here to save time. Click on paste. My name is now here. So I'm going to be moving. Okay. Yes, this was in the middle, so we're going to be moving this to the middle because all here is for your mobile phone, right? And then putting this picture here. So come here, click on digital copy. The same thing, change it the same way you type your name, change the color to whatever color you want it, paste. Digital is now showing. Now my information here, let me zoom into this so that you see my information here. So my information here was showing who I am. So my information here was showing, hi, my name is Ikai Nnamdi Precious, born 27 November, professionally known as Ikai Nnamdi Precious. I'm a Nigerian content-based content creator, YouTuber, video editor. I make video about how to film, how to edit, and how to create your own brand using your mobile phone. That is what my channel is all about. Again, we're keeping things straight to the point. So if you are into cooking, if you're a chef, you are into cooking, then you write, I'm into cooking, baking, making sandwich, all those kind of things. Just put in, make sure you're making them straight to the point. Don't put anything unnecessary, just things straight to the point. So I'm going to copy this. We're going to come here and paste. Now you can see that information is here. So the same thing I did for this same picture was the same thing I did here. This is my YouTube picture, the picture I have on my YouTube. So it's still the same thing. We are still going to be doing copy and come here and paste, right? The same way I search for this circle is still the same way I search for this. Go under search, under circle, go down, you could find where I see this. Look at it, animated circle, like you'll find it there under circle. You can use whatever one you want, but me, I made use of this one, so that is still it here. So I'm going to be using my YouTube picture, copy my YouTube picture. Let's copy this picture, copy, and then paste here. The same thing, right? Let me zoom in so that you guys can see the information I have here. So the information I have here says, it's really awesome to have you here on my channel. Please be sure to subscribe and join the family. You will enjoy my video content. Again, we're being straight to the point. So I'm still going to copy this, copy the same way I wrote test, the same way I did this. I'm just trying to save time because I don't want this video. I already know the video is long, but I'm trying to save time. Come here, we paste that, the information is coming. So now for subscribe button, go back to elements, click on this subscribe button, just click on subscribe button. You're going to see any subscribe button you want to use. Go to graphics, whatever one you want to use them. All these ones that has the king stuff are under play, are under the paid version of YouTube, or under the paid version of Canva. Always have that in mind. So the same thing, go for animated. I always use animated stuff. So come here, click. We're still going to copy this. I've showed you guys how you can find it. To find this particular one I use, just scroll down. You are going to find it down there. So come here, paste. So it's now showing. So if you should check now, you find out that we've actually achieved exactly what we have on this page, right? We have actually achieved exactly what we have here on this page. So this is how to create your YouTube banner. Again, if there's one thing I will advise you in terms of making your YouTube banner, make sure you're making use of these guides, because once you're not making use of this guide, anything you create above this place is going to be abstract. Anything you create above this place is going to be abstract, right? Anything you're creating above these lines here are just out of the point. So you're making sure that anything you're creating is within this range of points. Okay, so that's how I create my YouTube banner, and that is how I will advise you to create your YouTube banner. It's not a must that you must create exactly the way my YouTube banner simply looks like. Make your own creation yourself, create your own stuff yourself. Me creating this is creating it according to what my brand is for. So create it according to what your brand is for. It's not a necessary point that you must copy exactly what I did, but if possible, copy the steps I follow in making my YouTube banner. That will help you in making a very good decision. So whoever comes to my YouTube channel, now this is my YouTube channel, whoever comes to my YouTube channel, this is what they are seeing on my YouTube channel. You are seeing it is very attractive, it's very straight to the point, it's very detailed who we are. We are into video editing, filmmaking, online branding, video production, YouTube growth, my social name, my social links. These are just what these whole things are for. So again, make sure that your YouTube banner is attractive, professional, and straight to the point. These three keys are very important in terms of making your YouTube banner, because this is the first thing whoever comes to my YouTube channel will see, right? This is the first thing the person will see. So that's it for this video. I'm actually in 285 subscribers as of when making this video. I know probably when this video will be out, I might already be in 300 subscribers by God's grace, but I posted this video today and this video is in 50 views. So if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. By liking this video, YouTube will push out this video to more viewers as possible. So it's more like a guarantee that if you like this video, YouTube is also going to push this video to more viewers as possible. So please like the video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Till then, do stay safe and stay blessed.